This is BBC One.
Yes,
You're watching Breakfast.
On the day of the most important council result. Trolley surfing in the car park. So good on her.
Trolley surfing?